Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently read Lynne Truss's Talk to the Hand. And this is got the same no tolerance, kind of no nonsense message that Eats, Shoots, and Leaves had. And it just talks about how how rude our planet is becoming and how people just don't seem to have the common courtesy or the common sense or etiquette to really function well in this world. And I just think that it's just the way that society is evolving, or maybe devolving would be a better word, but it just, to me, and this is the way I was raised. I was raised to be polite. I was raised with common courtesy to other people, and a lot of people don't understand this in customer service. You go out of your way to please the customer. If you so, then more than likely that customer will remember the service that you provided them, and they'll thank you for it, and they'll keep coming back. It's customer loyalty, but it's just part and parcel. It's something I've learned over time, and I guess for me it's a lot easier just because I'm used to it, and that's just the way I was trained, and it's just who I am. But a lot of people don't know how to be courteous. It's just they don't know the first thing about it, maybe because it's where they were raised, maybe it's how they grew up, maybe they just are ignorant. I don't know how to say it, but I'm not trying to be hoity-toity or hoi polloi or high and mighty or snooty here or snotty. It's just that some people do not know how to be kind, and they cannot be satisfied. They just want everything one way, and they're very closed-minded, and they don't even want to go the distance. Oh, well, maybe if I do it this way, this other person will be, and then be happy. They talk about how holding doors open for women could be seen as an offense to a woman. Well, to me, I love it when a guy holds the door open. I absolutely adore it. I mean, I soak that stuff up. Yeah, that stuff kind of, I love it. I mean, I might be retro, but come on. And chivalry is not dead, thank God. And I'm glad it isn't, and I'm hoping that more people will take that example. And I live in a small town, and I guess that going out of one's way and being kind to one another is just more of a common thing. But if you go into a place where people are in a hurry constantly, like a bigger city, and you hear this a lot about New York, no offense to New Yorkers, but a lot of New Yorkers can be really rude, but they're always in a hurry, and like, yeah, I'm on my way, I'm working over here, and it's like, F you. But it's just, they talk about the universal F off reflex, and it's really funny, and it was really funny, hilarious. And they talk about personal space and how we live in our own little Bart Simpson bubbles, and she actually got that expression from an episode where Bart had contracted some kind of disease where he had to be quarantined in this bubble, just like the movie Bubble Boy, and he did everything that was rude inside the bubble. He slurped his soup, belch, crepitate, and everything. And I just say, well, you can't. What do you think you're doing? You can't do that in public. And Bart would say, well, it's my bubble, it's my rules. So people just seem to have their own kind of criteria, and our criteria might be different than another person's criteria, and so on and so forth. But I'm glad that there are people out there that know how to be courteous, and we shouldn't really take it for granted, because at this day and age it just seems that maybe it's so archaic that some people don't really care anymore. But we should, because we should try to get along. We live on one planet, and we should try to tend it the best we can. We were given dominion over it, so can't we all just get along? In other words, I like to be more of a peacemaker, I suppose. Excuse me. But in my earlier review, I'm sorry about that, but my dad was calling me, and I thought, well, I'm just going to go show him what the play button looks like. He says, it looks more like an arrow. I said, okay, this press the arrow. So he now knows what the play button looks like, thank goodness. So I was able to help him with that. Amongst other reviews, yesterday was interesting. Our boarder had to take Dad to the hospital because he was having congestive heart failure. Well, that's what Dad and I figured out. We do it right. I mean, I knew it in my gut. I just could feel it, and he was just having fatigue, and we knew that's a definite sign of a problem. And nurses took care of him. We waited in the waiting room for 5 hours straight. We didn't get to go home until 12 in the morning of today, so that's why I slept in. Beyond that, he's doing much better. He's just going to have to increase his Lasix today and tomorrow, and then go back to his original regimen. He's got another appointment on the 6th of August, which I'm hoping I can go to. I don't know if I will or not, depending on my schedule and how bonkers it is. That's pretty much what I've been up to, other than doing my uploads and writing quite a bit. I've got another song that I wrote about being refined, and I may include it in this this script that I'm working on. What did I call that? Oh yeah, camp etiquette. I learned from the book that etiquette actually comes from the same word that means ticket. So it makes sense, and when Lynne talks about that in the book and how interesting it is. And it's not very long at all. It's only a few pages long, and it's very funny. Some of it is a bit disconcerting, but at least there are some of us that want to still remain at least some civility in this society that seems to be going into a downward spiral when it comes to etiquette. Oh well, laugh about it rather than cry about it, I say.